And we're back at WQEL Facebook with the Buckeye Central part of the show, Chad Jensen and crew from Dutchtown and Buckeye Central. We are brought to you in part by Blythe Friedley and Todd McDougal at Friedley and Company Insurance up in New Washington. Todd Coder, Monarch Body Shop in Dutchtown. Mike Kleinett, Ag Credit Residential Lending, Bucyrus of Mount Gilead and Marion, and Dr. Thomas M. Britton at Clubview Vision Center. Coach Chad Jensen with us right now, and Coach, the short end of a 34-0 score against Triad, a little bit of a different turnaround than we had the week before. First quarter was 0-0 though, so talk to me about the first quarter. Obviously, the wheels didn't fall off right away.
No, I mean we were able to move the ball on offense. So we were able to do some things that we saw on film, and we were successful moving the ball. We started off throwing the ball really well, and they got a stop on fourth down at the end of the first quarter, I believe, but we were able to keep the ball out of their hands, and we were able to move the ball, but unfortunately we just couldn't punch it in. We have an opportunity but couldn't punch it in. So, that was good. And then the second quarter, we had some breakdowns.
Yeah, we did. In fact, the ball game, virtually all their scoring came in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to break some tackles, and we were in position, but we, honestly just didn't make the plays. So, these kids know that, and that's our goal for improvement this week.
It's Derek Dean. Derek's Dean. Okay, so we pronounce that X. Derek's Dean, sophomore, correct?
Right.
All right. 12 of 18 for 66 yards, and rushing we had 23 times for 79, so 145 yards of total offense. Obviously, you want more than that.
Yeah, I mean, we do. I mean, like we took what they gave us early in the ball game, and then they made some adjustments and brought some people and did some things, and then they had the ball a lot in the second quarter. We had a turnover, a 3-and-out, things like that. So, yeah, we want to do better, but we took what they gave us, and we just need to get better at adjustments.
All right. The turnover you're talking about was the only turnover of the game, was it not?
Yeah, I mean, I believe it was 14-0 or 13-0, and then we fumbled on the kickoff return and didn't block very well, and that's one thing we worked on today. And it was 20-0, and right before half, and they broke off a long run. So it was really big plays, and that's one thing our focus is this week to stop that.
All right, we've got some players in the studio with us right now. We have J.R. Martin, a junior wide receiver and safety. Max Aichholz, who is an offensive guard and defensive end. Kolin Rowlinson, running back and an outside linebacker. And Garrett Vaughn, also a junior defensive line and offensive line. Let's go to J.R. Martin first, junior wide receiver and safety. And J.R., talk to me a little bit about your role in this ball club and a little bit about what you plan for the next 8 weeks, my friend. What's your role in the ball club? Talk to me. What as a wide receiver, what is your job? I mean, are you expecting the ball?
Yeah, and I gotta make better blocks and stuff for the upcoming 8 weeks and things.
All right. So other than just hopefully catching a few passes, when you get out there and you either got a running back running the ball or another guy catches it, they're expecting you to put some people on their butts, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, and how successful are you at that, and how much better can you get at it?
I'm okay at it. I hope to mirror people better and get in their way more and get underneath their shoulder pads more.
All right, sounds good, buddy. I appreciate you coming by tonight. Next is Max Aichholz. Max is also a junior. Offensive guard, defensive end. There's a little bit of similarity there. I mean, the defensive end comes in from the outside. Talk to me about being the offensive guard, first of all. How are you doing at that this year, and what are the goals as an offensive guard?
I'm not starting at offensive guard, but I am starting on defensive end.
All right, let's talk about defensive end then. You're the guy in the, I would imagine that your job is maybe to come in and from the outside and get that running back if it's still in the backfield, or the quarterback still in the backfield if at all possible.
Yeah, that's right. And also keep contained on the outside so the running back or quarterback doesn't roll out.
So if they're going to start going to the outside, do you have to hold your ground there? Because I can imagine if you jump in too quickly, that leaves a wide open spot for them.
It's really easy to get caught down and have the quarterback or running back run to the outside. So it's really
What
important.
happened? What happened? What goes through your head when that happens?
I think that coach is going to yell at me and I might not play there anymore.
Yeah. Well, it goes to show you that football is not just a physical game. You got to think about it a little bit too. So,
Yeah, because if the ball goes the other way, you got to stay home and watch that reverse come your way maybe.
All right. And has that ever happened to you?
No, it hasn't happened yet, but I look for it happening coming up.
They're going to try and do it anyways, right?
Yeah.
All right. You don't play offensive guard all the time, but you get in a little bit.
No, I don't, but hopefully if one of the linemen goes down,
You're ready to go.
But,
Yeah. You're not hoping for an injury, but
No, never.
Going one way is a blessing, brother. It really is. It's a blessing. But if that unfortunate situation happens, you can answer the bell, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
You're doing a great job, buddy. I appreciate it. Kolin Rowlinson, running back, outside linebacker. Kolin, talk to me a little bit about your role in this ball club. Have you had the opportunity to carry the ball much?
Oh yeah, I'm our starting running back and starting outside linebacker. I get the ball quite a bit throughout the game to run.
All right. You have some goals as far as carries, numbers of carries, potentially touchdowns, yards.
I want to carry as much as I can to keep the yards I keep going up so I can be up there in the league, and want to get as many scores as I can so I can
Win the
help
ball
our
game,
team.
right?
Yep.
Win the ball game. All right. As you're a running back, but also the outside linebacker, and talk to me about that OLB's position.
It's good, just like defensive end. I got to make sure I keep the contain if the running back and quarterback tries to go outside. Try to keep them, turn them back into my line to make sure I can have enough people to help get them down if I need it, and go from there.
Have you been thrown against much this year? They come to your corner that much?
Some, not as much as the other side. It just depends on our weak and short side.
All right, buddy. I appreciate you stopping by. Job well done. And finally, we've got Garrett Vaughn, a junior D-line and O-line, one of the big uglies, right?
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about being both on offensive and defensive line. You just flip over the turnover and go the other way?
I start on offense, but I do not start on defense. But
Okay.
whenever defense they need a break, I go 100% for those guys until they're ready to go back.
Which would you rather play, offense or defense?
Huh?
Which would you rather play, offense or defense?
Wherever I get to play.
Whatever you get to play, you just want to be in the ball game,
Yeah.
right? Okay. You have some rules for this year?
Just get what I've been coached and take it to the next level, and just progress each game and make sure we compete in every game.
All right, buddy. Job well done. We're going to break for a second. We're going to come back and talk with Coach about Ridgemont. The tales come up in just one moment. Show brought to you by Vince Ponziani and everybody at Waycraft Industries. Rod Steiger and the associates at Pizza at Bucyrus Galleon, the host of the show since 1992. And remember, we will be back at Pizza Hut in Bucyrus next week. About 90% sure we'll be back. They're supposed to open like Thursday this week. They've got a brand new program at the Bucyrus Pizza Hut, and they are doing more and more and more pickup and delivery. And you can just drive right up to their new window, and it's at the Bucyrus Pizza Hut. Now, the Galleon Pizza Hut's the same place. It hasn't changed at all. The Bucyrus Pizza Hut does have some changes. They do have a small dining room. We're going to be doing the show next Tuesday at the Bucyrus Pizza Hut. We're also going to talk about Burkhart family at the Burkhart Farm Sales, your Case IH dealer, the Manette View Winchester Road. Lee Plymouth and Brad Seibert, Plymouth Insurance Group, Bucyrus and Galleon. Hannah Newton at Wendy's Downtown Bucyrus and Upper Sandusky at North Central State College, Mansfield, and the Crawford Success Center of Bucyrus. Coach Chad Jensen rejoins us right now. Coach, let's talk a little bit about Ridgemont. I don't know much about them.
Yeah, they're a solid team. They have their strength is definitely their running back, number 22 Wade Gamble. He's a good football player. He's a good back and a good linebacker, and their strength of their linebackers and their running back, and they're pretty athletic. They're quick. They flow to the ball pretty well.
All right. Are they going to be a primary running team or passing team, or do they do what the other defense gives them?
They want to run the ball. They
wanna
want to run the ball. They have a really good running back, and they have a freshman quarterback. So they want to run the ball, they want to establish that, and then they'll play action, and they'll run a little boot out of that, and then they'll throw it deep, throw it up. They have a couple guys that can catch the ball a little bit. So, our focus this week is definitely to try to stop the running game.
Right. How's their offensive line?
They're okay. They're okay. They're not great, but they definitely have they're definitely solid, and then, like I said, they really have a good running game.
Keys to success in this football game.
Yeah, number one is stop the running game. I mean, that's number one. We got to stop the running game. It's no secret. And offense, we need to be able to run the ball a little bit better and be able to just be balanced. Just be balanced and be able to put drives together.
All right. Wish you a lot of success this week against Ridgemont. Hope we get a nice group of New Washington phone calls on the phone board. And we'll look forward to your next visit, hopefully with a victory under our belt at Pizza Hut in Bucyrus. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'd like to thank the Buckeye Central people for stopping by, and we'd like to thank all of our people that make this show possible. First of all, our studio engineer upstairs, Danny Lane, and also my cameraman and local engineer, Cameron Moon. On behalf of all of our guests from Bucyrus, Winford, and Buckeye Central, and everyone at Pizza Hut, this is Davey Jones. Have a good evening, everybody.